Hey guys, welcome back to Heartly Creativity. So let's start studying Life Versus Part 2. So we understood what are the types of carbohydrates. There are two types, simple and complex. Now let's talk about carbohydrates. Now let's go deep into carbohydrates. So this carbohydrates have something known as sugars. So you can see that carbohydrates are of two types. Okay. I'm sorry, I meant yes, it is sugars. One of them is sugars, and then we do have sugars into two types. So that is monosaccharides and disaccharides. So mono means one, disaccharides mean two. So mono means one type of sugar, one single sugar, and disaccharides means double sugar. Now in monosaccharides, what do we have? That is monomers. Monomers example are what? Glucose, fructose, and galactose. Okay. Next, in disaccharides, we have example is sucrose, maltose, and lactose. Now, what is sugar? Sugar is nothing but it is soluble in water. Yes, it is soluble, but which get dissolved in water. Yes, you have observed that sugar gets dissolved in water. And why? What is the taste of it? It is sweet in taste. Okay. So next, let's understand what is monosaccharides. Monosaccharide is nothing but single sugars. Single sugars can be divided into three types. That is glucose, fructose, and galactose. Now, this is just a chemical formula which you should remember. You should by heart this formula. Very important formula. C6H12O6. As easy as it is. So, next we have monosaccharides or single sugar. Now let's understand what is it. So they cannot get digested, or they actually get absorbed into the body. They straight away get absorbed into the body. Now, other three types of simple sugars, that is fructose, glucose, and galactose. Okay. Next, we have these three types. So now, what is glucose? Okay, glucose is nothing but it is a grape sugar. Yeah, I think you have eaten these fruits. You have eaten fruits, and then you feel like it's very it's some are very sweet. Why is it sweet? Because they have fructose present in it. Now milk do have some kind of sweetness. So what is it called? This sweetness is called as galactose. So glucose, fructose, and galactose. Now in glucose, it's actually found in any many organisms. Okay. It's why glucose is it's very common. Okay. And some people say that sugar, blood sugar. Why? What is this blood sugar they're talking about? It's nothing but how much glucose level in body, how much glucose you have in the body. That's what blood sugar means. Next, now we have disaccharides. Disaccharides means what? Two types of sugar, double sugar. So double sugars, chemical formula is what? C12H22O11, and it gets digested fast. Now disaccharides or double sugar are divided into three. As I said, sucrose, maltose, and lactose. Sucrose are commercial sugar. You get it from I think you have eaten these sucrose, commercial sugar. Like when you want to eat, drink tea, and if you want to make cake, you use these commercial sugars to make them, right? So it is actually obtained from sugarcane. Yes, sugar is obtained by sugarcane. Now, another source is there that is known as sugar beet. This is double sugar made up of two simple sugar. What are the two simple sugar we have? In sucrose, we have glucose and fructose. And in maltose, we have malt sugar. Malt sugar, maltose or malt sugar. We can say any one of them. Okay, maltose or malt sugar. They're made up of two glucose molecules. Okay, they're made up of two glucose molecules. Now comes lactose. Lactose matlab kya? Lactose or milk. As I said, lactose is what? The milk sugar. So yes, Yes, it is made up of glucose and galactose. Remember, guys, over here they have two glucose. Over here they have glucose and galactose. Over here they have glucose and fructose. Very important term. Very important है. इसीलिए you should actually write it down. You should make a note also. Write this things which I'm marking properly, so you will not forget for next exam or near exams. Okay, now we have starch. Now what is starch? Okay, starch hai insoluble carbohydrates. Okay, now we talked about sugar, we understood what's a sugar. Now let's talk about polysaccharides, carbohydrates. Now, as I have said here, yes, now these polysaccharides is nothing but starch. Okay, so it's the example of starch, cellulose and glycogen. So polysaccharides क्या है? Let's understand what is polysaccharides. So polysaccharide is nothing but, yeah, okay, polysaccharide is insoluble. Polysaccharide is what? So first we'll understand what starch. So it's obviously not it's insoluble carbohydrates. Yes, we understood that. And we have starch formula is C6H10O5N bracket N. It's called polysaccharide. So this polysaccharide क्या है? Starch. Starch is polysaccharide. Understood? The element is this. Yes, great. Now the insoluble polysaccharides means polysaccharide carbohydrates are starch is insoluble, that we know. So glycogen and cellulose are the two types which cannot dissolve in water, which cannot be dissolved in water. Now we talk about cellulose. So cellulose, in plants we have cells. In cells we have here cell walls. This is cell walls, guys. And we have cellulose fiber. I'm so sorry. Cellulose fiber. So this is called as cellulose fiber. Yes, now we'll cellulose molecules. We'll talk about this later on the next coming videos. But let's understand this carefully. So cellulose is nothing but it is found in plants. It's found in which part of plant? Cell wall. So cell wall, it is remember that it is found in cell wall. See, cell wall ka in between it is, right? So it is unused in body, but it provides roughage. Now roughage क्या है? Roughage for proper functioning of the gut. Okay, gut. I think you might have understood what is gut here. So it is an unused in body but is provided roughage for the proper function. So it's actually not useful but it provides roughage. Now what is roughage? Let's talk about roughage. Now roughage is nothing but cell walls are made up of cellulose, that we know that, and we get raw materials, raw vegetables and other plant material, cellulose and other plant. Okay, so cellulose is actually not digested because we don't, like, humans does not have digestive enzyme for cellulose. It cannot digest cellulose. We know that we don't have the digestive system for that. But what it actually do is it act as a roughage. It undigests the glucose, bring fibers in nature, act as a roughage. Now cellulose absorb a lot of water and retain it. So they absorb a lot of water and they prevent constipation. Now constipation we'll learn in the upcoming classes too. The movement of undigested food becomes easier. So because of roughage, movement of undigested food also becomes easier. So that's why people, when you are not able, when you have constipation, you should need more roughage, more raw vegetable, right? Now and you should drink a lot of water too because they are the abundant sources of our body and even protein. Okay, so it stimulates the muscle contraction in the intestinal wall, making the movement of facial matter easy. So it's very easy. It's very the muscle contraction. It becomes, it makes them very easy. Okay, it makes them easy to function. So guys, so we'll keep watching Heartly Creativity. Keep and subscribe, like, share, and comment down below. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye guys.